Really now? Do we? Pelvic squash.
Yeah, of course. I mean, that is true. But it's not about her.
Pelvic squash.
Yeah, of course.
Always about me.
All right.
I mean, that is true. But it's not about her.
Pelvic. All right. Seems that way. Who's got like static going on in the background? What are you doing, Blake?
Huh? Oh.
We just disconnect.
Busted.
Hold on. Did it go to the right one? Live to the right thing? I don't even know. All right. Let's see.
Got the notification that it went live. I should have tapped on it to see if it was actually live, though. Let me see right here. Oh, yeah, we are. We got some comments and everything.
Oh, okay.
Chat. It's your girl. It's me. Oh my god.
Mario?
I forgot your girl.
You know what else we should talk on this podcast? We should talk about Sonic 3. That movie was fucking fire.
I forgot to go see that.
Best movie ever.
I need to go see
It's really good. Yeah, just spoil it for Shadow. It's fine. Really great.
Did they reveal another villain?
I mean,
You mean another character?
Wait, huh? Why do you want to know? We're not going to spoil it for you.
Like,
I was going to spoil it from.
The answer is just yes or no. You don't have to name the character. Just say yes or no.
Oh my gosh.
They revealed another character. Yes, a villain. No comment.
Oh, okay. All right, let's.
Night Fury. Saw it yesterday. It was cinema. Peak cinema. I agree.
All right, peak cinema. I think we're being a little bit.
Nah, it's fucking great. It's the best one out of the trilogy so far.
Oh wow, really?
Easily.
Yeah,
Easily.
Easily.
Jesus.
There's no debate.
So wait a minute. Like I know, like was it the second movie? I think it was the second movie. The second movie, I think they had like portions where they focused a lot on like the people, the human characters. Does this movie make the same mistake?
Humans got fucked. No,
the humans finally took like backstage. Like, okay, in the first one, I understand like it's Sonic. It's all about Sonic. You know what I mean? I get it. Then the second one, it's less. Like humans are still present, but a little less. And then this one, finally, it's the trio. It's the boys. You know what I'm saying?
If there's any significant amount of attention on the humans, it's Eggman related, and it was all good.
Really? Oh yeah, so Eggman. Like yeah.
So like the guy Best that he's constantly hanging out with all the time in the first two movies, he's just like he's not even in the movie.
He's in it, but like it's just so scarce.
Downplayed, like it's not even.
Like yeah, like he's there and for like I don't know, maybe like plot points or something, you know, communication, whatever. But like it's almost like it's like to show like he still exists versus like he's really a part of it.
Oh,
you know?
Nice. Okay, good.
Who are we talking about?
Oh, the Sonic's like caretaker,
yeah,
father guy. Yeah, he
played by James Marsden. Great guy.
Thank you.
So it's like there are no like wedding scenes in this one that took up like 20 minutes or 30 minutes. Time.
No,
just like
no.
Okay, good. Okay, so it's that good. Wow. All right, I'll go see it eventually.
It is probably the greatest movie that I've ever seen.
Jeez,
come on,
it is my movie.
Oh my god, this is the greatest movie you've ever seen in your life.
Yeah.
In your,
I mean, it's up there with like
living?
it's up there with like 50 Shades of Grey and like what was that other one?
I think we're joking around. Okay,
yeah, I think we're done here.
Thank God.
And it was like, are you one of those 50 Shades of Grey girls?
Mm-mm.
I'm surprised. I'm really surprised. I feel like she wouldn't mind certain characters doing 50 grades of shit. Should we change the grade to her at all? Like,
I mean, that's irrelevant. We're talking about the movie.
We're
talking about the movie.
What's his name? And she will do all the 50 Shades of Grey with them. Like
Rufus, Alberega.
Yeah, I feel like definitely.
I mean, listen, whoa. We're moving the goalposts. We're moving the goalposts, guys. Before it was about the movie, and I was like, no, I'm not about the movie. In fact. And then y'all changed it to me and Rufus. What? My lawyer advises me not to confirm or deny anything. So I'm just gonna leave that. But like, you know what I'm saying. Me and Rufus. What we do is between him and I. Okay.
Crazy.
Yo, Rufus, I'm telling you, his voice is just
Here we go.
immaculate.
Here we go.
His voice.
I would admit that. Yeah, his voice is amazing. Like he's my favorite. He's like a top 5 favorite voice actor. Of
That Yoshikage Kira.
maybe
Dude,
top 3.
I just like listening to him. I just like listen. I'm like, oh my god, like just speak into my ear holes, please. I love the way he sounds. Like he just has such presence every time he shows up. Like I on God have no reason to like Rufus yet outside of his looks. Because I've only played, obviously Cold Steel 1. And he hasn't done anything particularly.
I want to call you out because like when I'm like, oh my god, I love Risha, and you're like, you only like it because she has big boobs. I'm like, what the fuck? I name all of the things that Risha does, and then you're over here like, oh my god, Rufus. I'm like, you mother.
Double standards. Those are
Double
fake.
standards
Those
out
don't
here.
exist.
Yeah, it's listen, the double standards are alive and well, okay? I don't know if I can tell you. No. Like Rufus, I have faith. I would be so upset if he fucked it up. I'd be so sad. I'd be like, damn. You've fallen. Yeah. Hold on 1 second.
Anyway, what's going on, Chad? How's everybody doing? Mastermind, where's Q? I don't know what Q is. Probably not playing the game. I'll tell you that much. All right.
Q over there getting a third job to pay Bao back.
All right, you gonna have to call
crazy.
second mortgage to pay that man back. It's crazy. Like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh.
I played more
Where's
trails than he
anywhere?
did.
Oh yeah, you definitely did. Easily. Within like this year alone. Like,
Yeah.
it's amazing.
Like I even beat Cold Steel 1. Like that review that'll be the first video of next year, but like first review. I don't know if it'll be the first video, but first review for sure. And
Lord have mercy.
yeah,
That's just sad.
that's crazy.
I don't know how that works. It took me a while to fully realize what had happened, what he done, and I'm just like, all right, I get it. Oh no, I don't. I get it to an extent.
I just thought he would finished one game. Just
That's
one.
what I'm saying. I'm like one game. Like you could have
Is
finished
this
one
one
game.
Trails game? Because one Trails game is not a lot, bro. Especially in comparison to your typical JRPG like Persona or something like that, where there's a lot that you need to do for all those credits.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're not,
I mean, there's still a lot to do in Trails. Whoa, I don't know about all that.
if you're not trying to talk to everyone, if you're not trying to do all of the side missions, if you're just trying to roll
he said
credits,
he was. He said he was. He's trying to do all the side missions, talk to everybody, and stuff like
$1,000
that.
on the line, bro.
But still, $1,000 on the line, and you couldn't even get started. Like,
I know
how
a
that
couple
works.
people that got caught up in like 8 months.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I've caught up in
I want to
like
get caught up.
I think I played like 5 games in a row in like three months.
That's
like,
crazy.
It wasn't even that bad.
No, it is that bad. I mean, you're built different. I think that's horrible to play like 4 games back to back. That's insane to me. I'm like, oh no, it's a no for me, dog. But
I can room for me, dog.
I never felt not once tired of it. I was just like, let's get to the next game. Let's go. We gotta get to the next game. This is getting good. It's wrapping up.
You want what's
That was like me when I went
me?
through the Final Fantasy picks for Masters. I did that.
Yeah, that's crazy. I wouldn't do that either.
I think that.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No.
Oh no, I was gonna say I do remember feeling that when I was going through the Final Fantasy. That's probably only because you have to kind of start from square one, and all of the knowledge and lore that you learned from the previous Final Fantasy game is not gonna help you moving on to the next one. So I don't know, something was like mentally taxing on me going in. Oh yeah, I gotta learn all of this shit all over again. But like for Trails, it just felt like, okay, everything I learned from the previous game is gonna help me for the next game, the next game.
All right.
It was kind of different.
Got to stop this madness. All right, people.
Madness Zero.
Appreciate everybody being here for the. This is definitely going to be the last podcast of the year, 100%. There's no way.
We're going to do one on December 31st.
Yeah, there's no way.
Let's go.
Like, all right, what's going on, chat? How's everybody doing? Jam Cal X, Kogan, LR Realist, Mastermind, Ricardo, Tatsu Mix, what up? How's everybody doing? Appreciate you guys being here on this holiday season. I hope you guys appreciate the Christmas decorations that we got up a little bit on the stream. I tried to do something a little bit different. I don't know if it came out right, but let me know what y'all think.
So that's where all your super chat money is going, everyone, if you want to know.
Hey man, we gotta decorate sometimes, man. You can't just have the holidays come about and you don't at least put up a tree. Y'all put up a tree at least.
Yeah, we have a tree up over here.
You got a tree up? Like you
Yes,
got a tree up?
sir. Yes, sir.
Pal, you got a tree
Absolutely.
up? And she just left. See, it's crazy.
No, I'm here. Don't have a tree up.
Wow, you don't have a
Wow.
tree up? That's crazy.
Yo, leave me alone. Leave me
That's
alone.
crazy. Where's the Christmas spirit with you? What's going on?
Bah humbug, bitch.
Oh no.
Oh man.
Ay.
Shadow used Photoshop for these decorate. Listen, man. Listen, I did what I had to do. All right. Photoshop is a great program. All right. Don't knock it. It works.
Wait, did you really make this in Photoshop?
No.
I was gonna be like, wait, what? I was like, since when do you Photoshop like this? That's crazy.
I mean, I can if I wanted to, but I wouldn't have done this. This was pretty simple for the most part. All right, people. Let's begin the last podcast of the year. Welcome everybody to HPMP, the JRPG podcast, episode 110. We're live on Google Play, Apple Podcasts, and other podcast services where you get your podcast fix. All right, let's start out with the intros. We ain't got that many people on the panel today, but you know what? Short and sweet. It's gonna win the race. All right, Pelvic, go ahead with your intro.
It's your girl, Lady Pelvic, and I am playing. We're talking about what we play, right? We're doing.
It's intros, woman. Like, come on.
You've never called me first for an intro ever.
That's why I did it. That's exactly why I did it.
Oh my god.
You're not prepared.
Am I supposed to say what I'm playing? Oh my god. Okay. Hi, my name's Lady Pelvic, and I'm happy to be here. And I have a YouTube channel that you should totally check out. And my latest video is actually finally doing numbers. Like, what a nice end of the year surprise for me. And right now I'm currently playing Legend of Legaia. Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah. Is that how you say it? It's not
No, you said it correctly.
Legaia. That's all I don't know. I was like, how else would I pronounce it?
Not like BG.
Yeah.
Blake, what are you
How does
playing?
he say it?
I mean, what's your intro?
Lord.
This woman got me. I swear to God. This
Yo.
woman,
I don't know.
It is that time. What's going on, guys? It's me, Westtown HD. We are here. We are full of holiday cheer. I've got my tree up, and it's a good time. We had a snowstorm last night. Lots of snow on the ground for Christmas time. It's good. It's good. I can feel Santa Claus. He's getting closer and closer.
All right. Riku?
Riku's on one, the only one. Hello, everyone. How are you doing? Sonic 3's peak.
Yes, sir.
In regards to what I am playing, I'm still savoring the flavor and going through that slide 2. It is great. Rewind is awesome. I'm not sure if I'm going to hop straight into slide 3 or I'm going to hop on a JRPG. I was talking to the folks before we went live. I'm thinking between Grandia 2, Chrono Cross, Chained Echoes, and Wild Arms 2. And it seems like everyone, well, not everyone, but it seems like I should be leaning towards Grandia 2, which y'all know how I feel about Grandia. I love Grandia. It has a lot of Trails in the Sky vibes for me. So if Grandia 2 is next on the list, I'm kind of here for it.
All right. Okay, and you guys know me, Mr. JRPG Shadow. We're coming to a close on 2024. 2025 is going to be a big deal. At least for me, a lot of things are changing for me, and the channel is going to go through a lot of changes as well. I feel like I'm not as active as I should be, but it feels like I keep saying that I'm going to be more active, or each year I feel like I'm going to be more active and do more things, but 2025 is going to be the year that it's time to put up or shut up, and we're going to know real early if I do need to shut up. But I just need everybody to keep supporting me however you guys can. If you can, when you see an upload, leave a comment, hit the like button, join Discord, and whatever else you can do. I'll have a more detailed announcement about it on the Discord up sometime this week. Trying to see if I can get it uploaded into a soundbite, then making a whole big wall of text essay on Discord, but we'll see what I can do. But yeah, it's things are going to be moving forward. Things are going to be changing up a lot. So, yeah. Well, I guess we kind of went around what everybody kind of was playing. So
Not me.
Lord.
But Blake, we know what you're playing. All right, you're probably playing something Sonic related because it's a Sonic movie, aren't you?
That's wild, and I'll have you know that I only booted up Sonic X Shadow once since the movie came out. You motherfucker! I was playing Jack 1. I just platinumed it last night. I love Jack. Jack's great.
Not really. How you playing that?
I was on PS5. They just added it to the service.
Oh, nice.
Yes, sir.
Rewind and all that stuff.
I don't like. Go ahead.
Nah, did they take off the anniversary stuff off the PS5?
They'll be doing it at the end of the month probably, which sucks because like there's literally no reason to take it away.
Really,
these are the cool themes we wanted since the PS5 came out, and it's only going to be here for a month. And then fuck us.
Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. Good to hear. Riku, I think you said what you were playing, right?
Yep, slight.
Yeah. So I'm sorry, guys. I'm late to the party. I'm late to the party, but I just finished Metaphor like about 2 hours ago.
Nice, same.
And I will say I did enjoy the game. Some of the things about the story, along with the characters, that I thought were a little bit off. I don't think at the end of the day, ultimately, is a huge negative for me when it comes to the game. I think overall the game is good, and I think I do understand why it has a high Metacritic score and why people rate it so high. Definitely, again, problems with the story, absolutely, and things that are easily going to be corrected with the expansion DLC, or of course, the Atlas enhanced version that's going to come out inevitably at some point. And that's fine. People are saying, "Oh, Atlas is not going to do that," but they're going to do something. They're easily going to do something with this game. I just hope that if there is a sequel, maybe now that there isn't much spoilers, maybe just focused on maybe Maria, the little
Maria
character. Maybe it's a time skip. Maybe she's a little bit older and the game focuses on her, or maybe she's a party member. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, Metaphor, great game. Next game I'm going to bum rush Riku is Daybreak. I'm gonna bum rush that game. But I was maybe gonna go back to East 10. However, and great segue here. But before we go do that, I think we have a thing, Blake, don't we?
We got a super chat from the boy Cranberry. Always so generous, Cranberry. We greatly appreciate it. Cranberry with the $20 super chat saying support for Shadow and his future endeavors. Glad to have the pod back, even if we don't have the regular crew.
Awesome. Thank you, Cranberry. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. All the love and support is going to go a long way in 2025. You have no idea. All right. So our first topic is something that I didn't think, or maybe Riku, you can clarify this for a little bit. I didn't think Falcom would do with East. I don't know if they ever did it with East, but we're getting an enhanced version, an expansion almost of East. East 10 Proud Nordics. And I was playing East. I think there's how many chapters are there in East, Riku? Like 8, 10?
Yeah, somewhere around 11 or 10. Yeah, somewhere around there.
Yeah, I think I was on chapter 6, and I'm just like, maybe I just should stop here for the most part and just maybe just wait for this new game to come out. But Riku, you want to go into what's going on here with this new East game announcement?
Yes.
Smash.
Yes. Oh yeah, he's playing sports. Yeah. Oh yeah, I see what you're talking about. But yeah. So East 10 Proud Nordics got announced like a day or two ago. It is indeed an expanded version of East 10, and it is coming out for Japan next year. And obviously, we just got East 10 over here in America, and some people feel some type of way about it, and as they should, obviously. I feel like they were working on this for a while, and they decided not to talk about it until the English version of East 10 came out, and everybody that wanted to play East 10 got it, because obviously if they announced Proud Nordics before East 10 Vanilla was out, then people are obviously going to say, I'm just going to wait for Proud Nordics, which I don't blame them for saying that either, because you guys heard me. You heard Blake when it came to Metaphor. There's a reason we're not playing Metaphor because there's an extremely high chance that there's going to be some sort of Metaphor Super Edition coming out in like a year and a half from now. So like, obviously, people are going to say that when they hear an expanded version is coming. So I feel like that was intentional of them doing that. And the way I see it is this. I think there's two ways you can look at this, and both seem like valid. The way it was like, okay, this kind of scummy that they would do it, and I understand thinking that it's scummy, right? Another way to look at it is in comparison to their other franchise that makes them money, which is Trails. If they're not moving from one arc to the next, when it comes to the Trails games, they are, for the most part, reusing basically all of their assets. When it comes to like going from Cold Steel 1 to Cold Steel 2, from Trails in the Sky first to second chapter, Zero to Azure, they're just reusing basically all of their assets and just adding to the story, adding a few new S-crafts and maybe an additional dungeon location, which you're, for the most part, like traversing the same areas anyway. Point is, it probably doesn't cost too much to make another Trails game unless they move it to the next arc. But when it comes to Ys, they essentially have to start from the ground up every Ys game. Yeah, the gameplay isn't changing that much, but like the all of the characters are changing, the location is changing. All of those assets have to be made from the ground up. They take, it's probably safe to say they take way longer to make an Ys game than a Trails game. I think as far as I heard, Ys 10, when it was in development, was behind schedule, and the reason they even released Daybreak 2 in Japan when it was called Kudo 2. They released Kudo 2 early they released Kudo 2 early in Japan because Ys 10 wasn't ready to go when it should have been ready to go. Which just showcases the differences between the development speed of a Trails game and an Ys game. Like, so a part of me is like, I'm not surprised if they released Ys 10, which apparently took longer than it should have. It comes out and they make the money that they made off of it. And they're like, okay, I guess we got to start from the ground up again and make a whole new Ys game because this is all the sales we're getting from Ys 10. And they're like, what if we can try to get a little bit extra money out of this game? We kind of worked on it for quite a while. Can we do something? Can we make an expanded version that's not going to cost too much and get that out there? Because like when it comes to expanded versions, it's like this. Two types of people are going to play the expanded version. The people that didn't play the vanilla version, right? Or the people that love the vanilla version so much that they don't mind playing it again. So there is a demographic for it, so it's like making one doesn't hurt, right? But we, like I said, we know how we feel about those. We've been criticizing Atlas for quite some time about their super editions, which, Shada, didn't you say that you heard some sort of rumor that they were going to stop that, or you're not fully sure about that?
I think I made a video on Metaphor, and there were a couple of people in the comments telling me that Atlas was going to stop doing it. Like, I don't know. I never got any confirmations of any sources, but they were just saying, like, there was a couple people, like maybe like 5 people telling me Atlas announced that they stopped doing that, which I got no proof of. So who knows?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's a practice that can be looked at as a dated thing, because obviously back in the day when we didn't have DLC, games like Street Fighter releasing Super Street Fighter, or Dynasty Warriors releasing Dynasty Warriors Extreme Legends, or Empires, the reason they did that is because they can't just update the game and put it in there, but now they can. And then some of them have stopped that, but some of them have.
Yeah, like look at Pokemon. We don't get third versions anymore. Just DLC expansions.
Unfortunately.
Which is wild, because I'm not even going to get into that. But Blake is correct. Pokemon is one of them that does not do the expanded third version anymore. They'll still do two versions when they drop it, but they won't do a third superior version after that anymore.
So Riku, I think you brought up an interesting point that they pretty much might have made this to recuperate some, maybe recuperate some losses, maybe get some extra sales in there. But could we possibly say that this might be a double-edged sword, because it's like, okay, so now they're doing this Proud Nordics thing, so are they going to do the same thing with East 11? And have a vanilla version and then come out with an enhanced version. So now the sales of the vanilla East 11 will be even lower, because people are like, well, I'm just gonna wait for East 11 Proud East, whatever it's called.
There is a high chance that they will do it for East 11. When there was an interview that came out a day or so ago from the Falcom shareholder conference, that all of that Falcom news that recently came out that we'll be talking about shortly here. In there, they said that East 10 Proud Nordics was one of the ways that they can see themselves reaching this new quota that they have put themselves under, which is to, as far as I recall, correct me if I'm wrong, they said they wanted to try and release at least 2 Falcom games a year. And having an expanded version of a game that you've already made apparently assist them in meeting this quota that they are setting for themselves.
So there's enough people that normally buys the initial game, and then there will be enough people to buy the enhanced version, and that'll cover their cost to make the next game, essentially.
Assuming that is the case, it's like you said, it's a double-edged sword, because if people become aware that there's an extremely high chance that an expanded version is going to come out, that will definitely affect your sales of the vanilla version.
Right.
There's a reason why Atlas stays very quiet about whether they are or are not going to do an expanded version of their game.
That makes sense. People aren't going to buy it if they know another one's coming.
Exactly. Yeah. And people don't buy East all that much to begin with, and now you're going to set the precedent that you're going to have an enhanced version at some point. Well, I'll just wait for that. So the first initial sales aren't going to be that strong for that quarter. So I don't know. Maybe this is just a one-off. Maybe I can't imagine this would be the thing going forward.
And you asked earlier, phrasing it in a way, I can't remember how you phrased it, but basically you're saying has Ease done this in the past? And to answer that question is, there have been a few Ease games prior that have done something like this. Back on the Super Nintendo, Ease 5 got an additional version that came out shortly after Ease 5 came out. When the vanilla version came out, apparently the game was so easy that everyone was complaining, and they released a newer version of Ease 5 called Ease 5 Expert. And that, I don't know if it did anything outside of make the game harder, but technically that would have been the first time that they made an expanded version of an Ease game. And the other example that I bring up all the fucking time, because I'm the fucking Vita guy, right, is Ease 8. Everybody, let me remind you, Ease 8 is a Vita game. It is a Vita game from the ground up.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, it definitely is.
And when the PS4 version came out, which it came out, as far as I remember, a couple of months after the Vita version, that is the version that was advertised far more, and is also the version that has the additional Donna content in there. That she can change her modes, and she has a whole separate campaign associated with it. In the Vita version, there is no Donna mode switching or whatnot. There's a few Donna stages that you can play, but it's nowhere near as big as the stuff that you did in the PS4 version. And when they made the PS4 version, it is essentially, they also added the night raids. There are no night raids in the Vita version either. It's just the regular raids. And there's a few other things that they added.
I forgot about that. Version. Yeah, they did.
But it is essentially an expanded version of the game, but they didn't name it that way. They still called it just Ease 8. So when So after the PS4 version, when the PC version came out, when the Switch version came out, and I think it came out on something else, GOG or some shit. All of those versions were based off of the PS4 version. So everyone knows the expanded version of Ys 8 to be the version of, the regular version of Ys 8, which that technically isn't the case. So they technically have done it before, with Ys 8.
Okay. All right.
Ys 9, which I feel like that's the game that probably could have used it, because there's I don't know if you remember the character Aprilis. She's the one on the cover. She's like that gothic, black attire looking girl. She has like a revolver, so she has a weapon and whatnot, but she isn't playable. So like I thought that there was going to be an expanded version of Ys 9 where she's going to be the playable character, and they're going to expand it and whatnot. Never happened. Right, so it's like, what's going on here? But I do think
so. This one, we're thinking that this will, enough people will play this one. You thinking, or
I think so. Like I said, I there is a demographic out there for people that look at expanded versions of the games, right? Because there are people that haven't picked up Ys 10 yet, right? Said, oh, I'll get it eventually, right? And then sometimes games just come out and they never do pick it up, right? So if an expanded version does come out, that throws it back into their head. Oh yeah, I never played that game. Well, now there's an expanded version comes out.
I wonder if they still will play the game, because there's still people out there that I don't feel like there's enough Ys players out there for the most part. Like they'll see this, that expanded version of the game came out. And I'm probably gonna get it, maybe not get it, unless it's for like maybe not full price. Maybe they will get it, but yeah. I don't know if this is gonna be full price.
I could still see it being full price as well. But my point still stands though, and I use the keyword opportunity. The first time when they see the game, they're like, there's an opportunity that they might get the game. There's a possibility that they might get the game. But if they don't, then an expanded version coming out, you kind of roll those dice again on whether or not they're going to get it or not. I know sometimes when I see a game, and I'm like, maybe I'll get it. I don't know. And then I see a super edition of that game comes out. It throws it back in my head. Oh, it has even more shit, and I haven't even played it the first time. So, and there are times where I do pick up the super edition, and I'm like, oh, I'm glad I waited, and then I'm playing it. So it's
I don't know, man. Some people in the chat saying got McClear Mountain saying an expanded version or a padded version. I don't know.
I think he's kind of like that's not even just Falcom though. I feel like that's in general. So I feel like gaming has lost the less is more kind of thing. Where like, don't get me wrong, listen, I love Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom, but I do understand people's thing. Like now it has 2 additional maps. Like you can explore the sky and you can explore like the underworld, whatever. And really, it's just more like at first it's really cool and really interesting. I'd say the sky is vastly more interesting because you have to be creative on how you maneuver. But in the darkness, like in the underworld or whatever, it's eventually you just kind of get the hang of it, and it's just like, okay, let me fill out the map. There's just something, I don't know, addictive about filling out the map or whatever. And also with Ys 8, the reason why I think a lot of people don't give that so much flack is because it isn't within like a year, or like, because again, it's less than a year for America, so I
think they give a flack because they don't know. What? That was my point. Like I said, when they introduced Ys 8, it wasn't even named an expanded version of the game.
Oh yeah, they didn't know. Fine, that's also a point, but I also believe it's a whole console. Like they jumped up, like the Vita. I mean, who owned the Vita? Like who, I'm not even. I know it's your favorite console, and that's fine. That's great, But like who, you know what I mean? Like who the fuck owned the Vita, and was playing it actively? Like sure, did it?
I think that's a disingenuous statement.
Okay, I'm not talking about that. I'm moving to like padded. Yes, I'm not. I don't know about specifically Ys 8. I have to give it some thought, but I think on a broader scale, like just I just sometimes, yeah, I'm like, oh, okay, cool, and then other times I'm like, do we really need this? Like, I'm sorry, like Persona 4 Golden. There were aspects I really liked, like making certain people have social links. I was like, yeah, this was kind of needed. But other times I was like, the whole dungeon for another social link, I just thought like the whole optional, I hated that dungeon. I was like, did we need this? Was this all worth it? I personally don't think so. There's just sometimes extra things that I don't think. Sometimes just less is more. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I guess my counter argument to that is obviously, and like you
Riku,
said,
can you turn up your mic?
I could try this. I don't know if that
Ooh.
helps.
Oh,
That's
that
a
was
little
loud.
bit
Oh, dude's
better.
in my ear. Let's go, daddy.
Okay.
No, my counter argument to that, like I said, I understand you said for you personally it felt like it wasn't needed, and obviously for someone else that might feel like it was needed. Like if it's someone's first time playing the game and they absolutely love it and they can't get enough of it, all of that is pros to them, you know. So it obviously depends on the person. And like I said, if it's someone's first time playing the game and they're absolutely loving it, there is no less is more for them. More is great for them. So like it all depends.
Wouldn't the more be the standard for them? Because they don't know anything about the original release. This is just normal for them technically.
Which is why I said for some people, when an expanded version of a game they haven't even played of the first time comes out, that entices them even more. Like I'm when I eventually get to SMT5 Vengeance, yeah, one of the things I'm looking forward to is all of the additional content that I'm going to see, all of it at the same time with the vanilla, all brand new to me. I don't have to go through any of like the motions of going through shit I've already been through, because that was one thing that irked me when I was playing Persona 5. Like I put 200 plus hours into Persona 5 vanilla. So when Royal came out,
Oh, how do you put 200 hours into Persona 5?
trying to go for that platinum,
Bro,
that
I went for the
is
platinum,
annoying.
and then it wasn't at 200 hours. Anyway, I don't know what you're doing, but all right. Whatever.
Let's not sit here and pretend like Persona is some short ass game, okay?
But it's definitely not 200
not.
hours to get the platinum. It's not, because I've done it.
Well, I don't know. I feel like a lot of people.
You play games different. I'll let you go on that.
Point is, Persona 5 is a time sink.
Yeah, it is.
That's my point. Regardless of whatever your time sink is, it's a time sink. So when you play the expanded version, you're going through all of the shit that you've already seen before. It can be somewhat of a drag. I don't really care that much. I just want to see the new content. Which, if you know Persona 5, that's at the end of the fucking game. So you kind of
Royal, right? Yeah, pretty much.
to see it again. But if that was my first time playing the game, all of that shit would have been new, and that would have been that would have been preferred by me. You know, so that's all I'm saying in defense of expanded games. I'm not saying I agree that in a perfect world, the expanded version should have been the version that we should have gotten for all of these games. But these guys got to make money. Games ain't cheap, and they're not getting cheaper. They got to find some way to not necessarily nickel and dime us, but they got to find a way to make some of that money back if they're not gonna throw a whole bunch of garbage DLC in your face and hope you pay for that, which I'm not going to either.
Maybe not nickel and dime per se, but I just think it's kind of shitty to buy this and then at least in America.
Okay,
in
I got a question.
2 months.
I got a
2 months
question.
later, here's a better version. Okay. I'll say extended.
Are you going to play Metaphor Super when it comes out?
Atlas pays me, sure will.
Okay. Shadow, what about you? When Metaphor Super comes out, are you gonna play it? Are you gonna buy it?
You know what? I said I wouldn't. I said I wouldn't buy. I probably said I wouldn't buy Vengeance, and I end up doing it anyway. So yeah, I probably.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I probably would.
Yeah, and all of you guys here are guilty for playing Persona SMT 5 Vanilla and SMT 5 Vengeance.
Let me just throw something out here. Hold on.
I would
like to say I bought Vengeance accidentally. I really did not think I had it, and then I did. I was like, well, not proud of myself for that. It sounds like a cop-out, I get it, but I was
It does sound like a cop-out,
happy.
Jesus Christ.
It does, but listen, I understand what it sounds like. It's fine. I'll hold that. but it was 100% not my motherfucking intention. And then it showed up to my door already charged. I was like, all right, well.
I feel like if it's like a
fucking fine.
good year and a half after, like I really don't even mind paying for the game again. Like it's especially if they add enough content, I really don't. I don't mind it too much. If I enjoyed the crap out of the game, like I don't mind.
Well, I think
that's where I was
something that comes here's, but also it's not that I won't ever play an enhanced version. It's I'm gonna need fucking time. Like I'm not paying full price. I like Persona 5 Royal is now like $20. Like yeah, sure. Would I pay $20 for Persona 5 Royal? Sure. And it's been like I don't know, nearing a decade since I've played. What came out in 2007? Or I'm sorry, 2020 or 2017. Oh my god, sorry, 2017. I'm losing my mind. Okay, so not even a decade, but like like it's been a while. I can now play it, but I'm paying $20. I am not paying $60, $70.
So what game?
Yeah, but that's
also for the record, for Vengeance and 5. So SMT 5 Vanilla was gifted to me, so I didn't buy it. So
wait a minute, pal. What game would you pay that you said, you know what, I don't mind paying the full price here and playing it over again?
A Yoko Taro game.
Probably, yeah. I was like either Yoko Taro or Zelda.
So if a new Nier Automata Delta Force X comes out and it's $70, you all over that?
Yep.
All right, fair enough. Yeah.
My point of asking you guys that was that right there. For the people that absolutely loved the game and they couldn't get enough of it, seeing an expanded version for those people in specific, they don't care. They're going to be there day one, and they're going to play, and they're going to love it. Just like the people that loved Persona 5 and then played Persona 5 Royal, the people that loved SMT 5 and played SMT 5 Vengeance. And yeah, I'm one of them. I'm going to be there proudly day one for East 10 Proud Nordics because I personally couldn't get enough of East 10.
The question is, are there going to be enough of the people like you around that actually says they want to do it? You're like a real hardcore, like an exception almost. Like people like me, am I gonna do it? Like people that just like East, a little bit casually compared to you, I guess. I wouldn't say I'm a hardcore East fan, but would I go and do it?
The way I see it is this. The way I see it is this.
Let's wrap this up.
It's cheaper. Yeah, we should. It's cheaper. It seems like it's cheaper to make these versions of the game, and the amount of money that they make off of it, especially over time, because the games out there is going to make money over time. It just seems like a financially beneficial decision for them to do. I'm not saying I endorse the existence of expanded versions. All I'm saying is I understand why they are here. Okay. By looking at how much games cost and the shit that we're in. But yeah, East 10 Proud Nordics. I'm personally looking forward to it. But obviously, like I said, it depends on how much you're looking forward to that specific game or franchise, because everybody has that one franchise that they'll be there day one for the expanded version of a game they've already put 100+ hours into the vanilla. So it's whatever.
All right, let's move on. Before we move on, Blake, I got a question for you. Blake, are you there? Blake, you're muted. I can't. What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know what the hell that was.
What was that? All right, I'll ask Blake later when he gets his mic situation all figured out. All right, let's move on to what's our next topic here. Let's go on to let's talk about the wow, that's a lot of Falcom stuff related going on here.
They had their shareholder meeting, so yeah, they gotta have their shareholders what they put in all their money into, so they have to ball out.
Let's pivot a little bit. Let's pivot a little bit to Bandai Namco to release remasters of Tales of titles fairly consistently.
That's good.
Before we get into that, let's go into Super Chat here. And I don't think Blake is here. Super Chat from Ricardo Belmont. Super Chat. Thinking about extra content, I noticed that Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind stuff is still around $15, $19 on sale. I mean,
that's good. I mean,
yeah, that's pretty good.
As far as I heard, you get a lot of good. They added a lot of stuff to Kingdom Hearts 3, so
yeah.
Did they?
Indubitably.
Apparently. And if we all play Kingdom Hearts 3, I personally felt like Kingdom Hearts 3 was a bare bones mainline Kingdom Hearts game.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So all of that extra stuff, I'm happy for whoever's going to play it for the first time, because just like how some people say about Final Fantasy 15, apparently it's a night and day experience.
So before we go jump into the Tales of Remaster real quick, Blake, why?
Hi, hello.
Why for people for Smash when they're playing Smash and it's just like a 1v1 thing? Like I understand that ultimates are fairly like devastating, but like why can't they like mitigate the damage for ultimates to make it seem like it's less of a damaging threat? Because just seeing them go off is just so much fun. Like I sometimes watch some Super Smash Bros gameplay and I'm like, I completely forgot ultimates were a thing.
Like some people turn it off.
So sorry. What was your question? Why do people turn them off?
Yeah. Why like can't they just like like mitigate the damage for it or like turn down the damage for ultimates? Or is it just?
Oh, you mean make them less insta kill and more
exactly? Fair. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like make them more like a
make it look more like a flashy NBC.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Well, the simple answer is that it's a party game, and I guess I don't know, and then the other answer is that even if you could customize it, the Smash Bros community is so fucking old and crotchety that they don't want to change anything about anything. So even if you could alter it and like make them essentially tournament legal, TOs would just not fuck with the idea because they're old and boring.
Isn't Smash attacks? They aren't like isn't it like depending on whatever your damage percentage is when it goes off? It's not like you can. I just used a smash attack on you and you're at 0%. Now you're flying out of the ring and there's
exactly. Like it's
not that bad.
So it depends. If you're playing like with the new mechanics they had in Ultimate with it's called the Smash meter, which it's like a fighting game. You build up your meter and then you can use your attack. So that's like a much more weakened version of the Final Smash. Yeah. Whereas if you break the Smash Ball, that's a full powered one. And certain Final Smashes, like Marth's Final Smash, for example, is just a one-hit KO move regardless of your percentage.
Oh, okay, all right.
However,
in the next Smash game, they need to put in smashes, ultimate smashes, make them a little bit more to one-on-ones where you can use them and they won't like destroy people. Maybe I don't know. Maybe that's too much work. I don't know. I just feel like I need to see ultimates a lot more. Anyway, that was just my off-topic tangent. Let's not get into that. So yeah,
Smash Bros. Woo!
Tales of Remasters are coming to us. We already know we got Tales of Graces coming in early 2025. Great game to remaster, great game to get. What games do we think they're gonna go for next? Exalia, Abyss.
I think they're gonna just keep on moving backwards. I don't know if they're gonna do Abyss next. I think they're going to do. They're gonna dabble around the PS3 area of stuff. So I think Xillia is up next. I think once they knock out all of the PS3 ones, then they're gonna move over to PS2 and DS or whatever.
What so the PS3 ones are Exalia 1 and 2, and what else? Isn't that it? And Graces. Isn't that it?
Yeah, which they're doing Graces right now. So yeah. I think once they get Xillia 1 and 2 out of the way, then it's probably Abyss.
Not what I think is next. It's what I want, and that is Abyss.
Listen, pal, I understand that Abyss is the best Tales of game, hands down. We're not even arguing this. All right.
I would love a Fantasia remake.
I'm not mad. Listen, I love Abyss. I just love Graces more. Like I already won. To be honest, I already won.
That's so.
But yeah, no, Abyss is up there.
Dawn of the New World. Jesus Christ.
God no, please, God no, please, God no. Let's get that.
I thought that was a good one. Wasn't that like the one that had like all the characters together in one game?
No, you're thinking of Radiant. You're thinking of Radiant World or something. Tales of Radiant World or something. You're thinking
Radiant Mythology.
So there's two games
mythology. Yeah, you're thinking. Yeah, I think there's another one that has the word world in it.
Yeah, wasn't there a PSP game that had like all the characters together in one game?
Yeah, Tales of the World, Radiant Mythology. Tales of the World, Radiant Mythology.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
That was a game that's not what we're talking about.
Yeah. But
that would be cool if they brought those though.
But I think it's just going to be remasters of games that have already been localized for the most part. I don't even think they're going to do Tales of the World. Tales of the World, there was like 3 of them, and they only only did 1.
That's the thing, though. It would behoove them. It would behoove them to get those over, especially when we see other companies bringing over games that have never been localized. Tales of is definitely a franchise that needs to get with the program and bring those over as well, especially if they're putting their foot down and saying that we're gonna do this for the Tales of legacy and this and that. Okay, we'll take it a step further. Like you said, there is a nice chunk of Tales of games that have never been localized. That is a lot of money you're leaving on the table.
That's true, and they could do like Falcom and the Trails games, the Geofront translations, because there's already
there's a lot of
and Destiny.
There's a lot of fan translations. Wasn't there one that just came out, Destiny 2 or something like that?
Yeah, they
just came out the other day.
Yeah,
Bandai Namco, they just move differently than.
I just think they don't think it's profitable at the end of the day. I don't know if the Tales of franchise is even all that profitable.
I mean, I think the thing is about Tales of
it was Rebirth. Sorry, people, it was Rebirth. I apologize.
Yes, Rebirth. Yes, thank you for the correction, people. Rebirth. I think the thing with Tales of is as we can tell over the time, the next mainline Tales of games are taking longer to come out. So when the main team is working on the next mainline Tales of game, what is going on in between that time, and these in between remaster projects is definitely something they can do to make some money on the side while the next big one comes out, especially if you're not a fan of how the modern, whatever you would consider modern Tales of is, which I'm assuming moving forward most of the games are probably going to play similar to Arise moving forward.
Please don't. Please God no. Please God no. No CP system.
Well, outside of the CP, I'm talking about how the characters move and how they attack and what it's gonna feel like Arise. There's a high chance the next one's gonna at least feel like Arise.
Yeah, because Arise was well received by pretty much everybody, especially mainstream people. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're not a fan of how that even like plays and feels, then those remasters coming out, going back to the heydays of like when it was semi 2D-esque or just full blown 2D, those games, I'm sure they would build the nostalgia. Where it's like, oh, I never played this one before, and now it's now it's out again. Here, I can play it now, which is cool for those people, especially me.
So now I'm thinking
they have a decent amount on handhelds as well, right?
That's what I'm trying to think about. Like, okay, so we got the PS4 ones or the PS3 ones. Graces, Xillia 1 and Xillia 2. What's after that again?
Well, if we're talking about the ones in that,
we got Zestiria, Berseria. So they can could they remaster those next? I guess people didn't really like Zestiria like that. I don't know.
I'll be surprised if they try to mess around and remaster games that we can already play on modern platforms. So I'm not sure if they'll touch Berseria or Zestiria.
Really?
I'm not sure if they will. I'll be surprised if they do, but I don't know if they will. But it wouldn't be the first time that a company still remasters a game we can already play on modern platforms.
Yeah, they've definitely done it before, because it's like they delist the old copy, the old vanilla version of a game like Dragon Quest. That's an enhanced version, I guess you could say. But technically, Tales of Graces F is technically an enhanced version. The remaster coming out is an enhanced version.
But like I said, the reason Tales of Graces F is a good one is because we couldn't play that on our modern platform.
True. You got a point. Yeah.
So it all depends on what the Bandai Namco team handles it. Because like I said, we have seen situations where companies are like, well, yeah, we know you can play this on your PlayStation 5 because it's a backwards compatible PS4 game, but we're still going to come up with a PS5 version anyway. Here it is. So I'm not sure if this company is one of them or not. Only time will tell. But I do think I feel like they have enough games that aren't available to be played on modern platforms to not have to justify in doing that. Nobody fucking wants a Tales of Zestiria remaster. We don't fucking want that.
But the thing is, I think we're right in the fact that like the next ones are more than likely going to be like Xillia 1 and 2. Probably, hopefully, it's a dual thing, and maybe that's next year, and then maybe the year after that would be maybe Tales of Abyss. I mean, you had to do a lot of work for Tales of Abyss to get a competent remaster going, but I think after that, like people would probably be be open minded to maybe Zestiria and maybe Berseria being remastered?
I feel like after that they probably, and here we go. You just had to bring the Vita to this. I think that they should bring over Tales of Hearts-R. Bring over Tales of Hearts-R, and how about they go ahead and bring over Tales of Innocence-R, since we never got that in the first place. Bring over both of those. Make them like a dual pack remaster. Both
again,
of them in one.
Do we honestly think that Namco Bandai is gonna go back and like localize the ones that aren't like localized already?
Like I said, it would behoove them to do so. I'm not saying that they will. They have not showcased that they are open to that. But like I said, if they're gonna dabble around with the legacies and pump their chests out talking about how we're gonna remaster this and remaster that, then I say dive fully into it and mess around with those ones that would actually surprise us.
I did say that maybe you have to do a lot of work for Tales of the Abyss, but it's kind of like before Persona 3 Reload came out, they put vanilla Persona 3, or they put portable. They put portable, right?
They put portable. Yeah, they put portable.
And that did well enough, right? I think that did well enough.
Yeah, it did decent. It did decently
enough. People enjoyed it, So I guess maybe they could do the same treatment, similar to what Atlas did with Persona 3 Portable, maybe for Abyss. I don't know, but I'm definitely thinking.
So wait, are you saying that people would prefer a Tales of the Abyss remake instead of a remaster?
I think they'll probably do a remaster first. I don't think they'll go for the remake,
because they have. I know there have been Tales of games that have gotten remakes. Like, isn't there like a remade version of Tales of Fantasia for the PSP that never got brought over? And that's a SNES game, right?
Remember.
As far as I know, that's a SNES game, and Tales of Fantasia has had like a Game Boy Advance version and a PSP remake as well. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I could have swore Tales of Fantasia had 2 other versions after the SNES version. I'm not sure if they did any other remakes of Tales of games after that. They probably have though. But he's saying there's a
Destiny have been truly.
So there's a PS1 version of Fantasia as well. I'm thinking, or I'm assuming that's what Acebreaker's saying. But yeah, no, I think they're gonna mess around with the remasters first, and then they're probably gonna do remakes after that. We'll see though. We'll see how far this, because they got a lot of Tales of games, man.
I feel like it's like I said, I think they have a lot of Tales of games, but I don't know if they can generate enough spark and enough sales. Like I brought it up, with Persona 3 Portable, and then they did the Persona 4 Golden and stuff like that on PC and Steam and then freaking Switch.
It's weird that you say that,
generate that type of response from people?
Don't you think it's weird that you would say that? I'm not saying that you're weird for axing it, but it's weird. It's weird to think that Bandai Namco, the company that probably has more in their pocket than Atlas and Falcom, aren't the ones that are going to dive back into their legacy of games and bring them to modern platforms, when their legacy of games is probably bigger than the games that Atlas can bring back and what Falcom can bring back. It's just weird to me. It's like, we know you guys have the money. It could make money. Yet, will it make a lot of money? It probably won't make a lot of money, but it will make money, And these other guys are doing it. They're a lot smaller and have a lot smaller library. If they're doing it, why the hell aren't you? That's just the way I see it. But like, these are different companies, different philosophies. We don't know what the fuck is going on in their head. But they are going down the right direction in regards to starting with the remasters that they can do, So we'll see what they do after that.
Yeah, let's see how Tales of Graces performs and how people receive it and how good it sells, and probably have to take it from there. Okay.
Yeah. No, I want all of them on here.
All right.
Except for Zestiria. Fuck Zestiria.
That's crazy. People still say it to this day. Fuck the Zestiria. That's insane.
It's bad.
I have a special hatred for Zestiria, like more than your average Zestiria hater. So
it really was something how they just how they did the DLC for that game. Like, they literally just pulled out what's her name. I don't even know.
The little blonde girl, the blonde Spearsman girl. Jesus Christ, I played that shit too.
She was all over the promotional material. She was definitely
That was
like the
insane.
co-main character, female main character of the game. And they said, "Nah, we're gonna take her out and make her own DLC episode.
We're gonna give you
get
this
money."
other ginger haired ginger
Yeah.
girl. She's gonna be the main girl. Like Jesus Christ, yo.
Yeah, that was just some
Anyway.
bad looks. People in
That was
Japan
wild.
don't take that. All right. So let's pivot back to Falcom and let's go to Trails. Trails in the Sky remake. First chapter is coming fall of 2025. This is a huge deal, and people are excited to finally jump into the Tales games. And to be honest, it's going to be a worldwide release, which is holy crap! I can't believe it. Freaking
Yeah.
Falcom.
That's their first time doing it since like 2 generations ago. It was 2 generations ago since they did a worldwide release for one of their games. It's wild.
And it's going to be available on PS5, Switch, and on PC via Steam. And
But what about Xbox?
listen, I'm just gonna say this.
What was that voice, Lord?
I'm
That's
say
an
this
Xbox
out.
fan.
man. That's what they sound.
I'm
What
saying this-
about the Xbox?
I'll say this out
Bro,
the gate
that's cease.
that people. You really didn't like that. That people.
No, I didn't. I was like, bro, there's a demon in the fucking podcast, bro. We need to exercise this bitch. Riki's been possessed. It was crazy.
But like people were all saying that
Never a bad time to be having
when it was
Xbox
first
fans.
when it was first announced for Trails in the Sky remake, that's only on Switch. Oh my god, why is it only on Switch? It's never coming to anything else. It's only on Switch. Ah! I'm not telling you.
What's going on with
I'm
y'all?
like, what the fuck?
People like Blake hoping it only comes out on Switch just so people are forced to dust off their stinky Switch, you motherfucker. That feature.
Fuck, I just watch Twitch all the time.
Yeah,
I
well,
watch
you're.
all the
different.
time.
You're
Pelvic.
you're
We're
different.
normal
You're
people.
different. You're
We're
different.
normal people, Pelvic. We're
Yeah.
not like that.
I haven't turned on my
Dog.
Switch since I played Advance Wars 2.
I don't know how you
Yeah,
turn
that's
it on your
crazy.
Switch when you have a Steam Deck.
I will turn it on. I will turn it on when Xenoblade Chronicles X comes out.
Well, no, we're gonna be on the Switch too by then, probably.
Really?
Yeah,
You think
maybe.
so?
I don't know.
I don't think the Switch 2 will be out before Xenoblade Chronicles X
We'll see.
remaster. I don't think so. We'll see.
Alright.
We'll see.
But anyway,
back to this. though.
Trails in the Sky. It's actually releasing for PS5, Switch, and PC. People are crazy thinking that was only going to be.
You
on
saw
Switch.
the trailer, right?
Actually, did not see the trailer to be
What the
honest.
fuck?
Yeah.
Jesus,
I-
that was
I
a
I'm gonna be
really
on
good
this
trailer. dude.
podcast and not be on.
In
Yo,
the
literally
same-
leave this podcast right now. Riku and I will
You should-
carry. Go
you
watch
should-
it right now. No, dead
I'm
ass.
gonna say,
Mute the
you should
podcast.
play.
No,
You
Riku
should
and I
get
got
footage
this. Me,
and
Riku,
play it
Blake
on the
got
fucking
this.
podcast. You over here playing this Tales of Arise gameplay. You should be playing. you should-
Shadow, leave right now. Shadow, you're dismissed.
I'm literally.
No, I'm dead serious.
He's the
literally-
one streaming.
I was
he's the one
thinking about. I
streaming.
just want to go into the remake fresh, and I was like, I don't need to really see the trailer for it.
You've already played it
I
though.
also
You already
didn't-
know what.
didn't
happens.
Yeah,
watch
but
it,
I'm
yeah.
assuming they're gonna be, maybe it's gonna look different. I'm like, oh, that looks great. Oh, that's how that look in 3D now. That looks cool. Like, I'm just trying to go in fresh, like people, but calm down.
Whatever. You know what? Do you? I enjoyed the
Alright,
trailer.
alright.
I'll talk. I like the fucking
Alright.
trailer. It was beautiful. I love that it highlighted. I don't even want to spoil this fucking trailer for Shadow, I guess, but I had some of the most just fun moments.
Nah, go ahead.
You know?
If you want to talk about it, go ahead. And
It's
talk
for
about
the. It's for the show. People are
It's
here. They want to hear
literally-
it.
It's
Bro.
literally
Go on.
just in the beginning. It's just the beginning. But
Yeah.
just
Just a little
seeing when Estelle and Joshua first meet and she kicks him in the face while he's recovering in bed, hilarious. It just I don't know, and they really
Dude, such a good
captured
scene.
Cassius's I don't know, just attitude. Dude, some of the animation, bro, I was smooth as fuck. I was like, bro, this looks better than any Trails game I've seen. Period. Better than Daybreak. I've seen very, very little of Daybreak, and I'm just don't get me wrong, Daybreak looks nice, but this looks even better. So I'm very excited. I'm excited to go back
I
to
like
the
this.
Burl.
This is nice, but I love this.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. And I'm excited to go back. I'm hoping I'm at least at CS3 before, because it said fall. So yeah, I wanna make sure. Because I don't know, Riku said something happens, I guess, in either CS3 or CS4. He didn't specify, but point is that are they gonna make a callback in first chapter? I don't know what the fuck that means, but I want to be able to catch it if they do add things You know?
Remember also the thing that I was referring to that they could possibly add in the sky that they were referring to were details in the later games was something that occurs in Trails in the Sky second chapter. So they did say that they were doing some things to change in first chapter. Whatever those are, I have no clue from a story standpoint what they could be referring to in regards to changing it to make it line up with the later games in the future. I don't know what they're referring to when it comes to first chapter. I think if you know what I'm talking about in regards to second chapter, you instantly know what it is. But yeah, I don't know what they're talking about for first chapter. But they did mention that for first chapter. So
Also,
I don't know
make
where you
sure
would have to be for that.
Also, make sure all listeners, make sure y'all support the game, because he did say like they'll only make second and third if like it does well. You know what I mean? Could you imagine, bro? People playing first chapter and then it does bad, and so like they just don't remake second chapter. I'd be like, damn, that sucks, bro.
That would be
the worst.
That would be the worst timeline. That would be the worst timeline. But I do remember them saying that in the past. I think that I am going on a limb and saying that was just PR talk. That was just to scare some people into making sure that they get it. But even if they didn't, they're going to make it anyway. I think that they're all in, and even if it doesn't sell well, they are going to treat it the same way they treated the original first chapter. The original first chapter did not sell well, and that didn't stop them from making second, third, Zero, Azure, all of that shit. And we can probably guess that this first chapter is not only going to be the best, it's going to sell better than first chapter. Not only is it probably going to sell better than any Trails game when it comes out, it's probably it might be the fastest selling game of all time, just because of the fact that it's going to be worldwide. We saw what happened with Tales of Arise, where wasn't Tales of Arise the first worldwide Tales of game to be released? As far as I remember, it was, and it did also become the fastest selling Tales of game as well. So I'm gonna go on a limb and say the same thing is probably gonna happen with first chapter remake. But in regards to that gameplay, man, it's looking really nice. One of the things that I saw that I really liked was the addition of certain Cold Steel gameplay mechanics into first chapter.
I wonder if they're going to implement that, because someone left a comment that was like, I don't know, had me thinking the whole point of that mechanic in Cold Steel was because of their Arcus
combat links. Yeah,
so while it's cool that it's in here, you know, one of the beauty of the Kiseki series is seeing the evolution, and it seems like it's just taking something from like the old games from the new games and put them in the old games when they're not supposed to be there yet. Like Liberal's like frame 1, you know, and I like that though. I like that Liberal's like a very ho-dunky fucking like, man, I made me miss Crossbell so much. But yeah, like just the upgrade. I just thought that was important. So I'm curious to see like what their reasoning is in this, or if it's just because Joshua and Estelle they've known each other for so long, so they can do this. But then like, what about everyone else? You know, Shahrazad like knew them for a while, so like she could do that. But you know, other characters, no, it's their first time fucking meeting. How the fuck do they have this link?
I think it's not necessarily going to be treated like a combat link. It's probably going to be treated something similar to how Daybreak does it, because Daybreak does have something that is similar to combat links, but it's not really combat links. But they do have something that two characters can do in conjunction with each other. So I could see them just making up a version for Sky that obviously takes inspiration from what Cold Steel was doing, but you know, making it in their own way. And it probably isn't something that will be as ingrained into the lore or story as combat links were with Cold Steel. Even though that does kind of suck when you do hear that though, because Cold Steel 1 in particular, I feel did a very good job in making combat links, gameplay wise and story wise, really feel connected, like the whole Machias and Usis thing. They can't use combat links or Fee and Laura, all of that stuff in there. So I'm not sure if they're gonna take the extra step in making it a story related thing in Sky, but I think they're just doing it to make the gameplay feel more modern. A lot of people who play Cold Steel and they try to go back and play Sky, they're just like, oh my god, I can't do combat attacks. Where's my links? Where's, they start to like look down on the older games because of being spoiled on what the newer games bring.
So
if you want to play the original's there. The remake is here to like do what a remake is supposed to do. Bring in people that want to play a modernized version of, this particular installment.
So wait a minute. I think Pelvic said something interesting. He said that this game looks better than Daybreak. Riku, do you agree with that?
I agree with that.
Okay.
And that's not just Daybreak. That's Kai as well. I think.
Okay.
Okay, I haven't seen. I've heard from an animation standpoint, Kai does some things that are some of the coolest looking animated things that Falcom has ever done. I'm expecting them, because as far as what we've seen since Daybreak 1 to Daybreak 2 and whatever the hell Kai is doing, they're just getting better and better and better. So I'm assuming since this is after Kai, that they're just going to get better. Once again, just get better. So there's a lot of opportunities in Sky that could be, animated in a way that's just insane. Like you could think about a lot of different moments, like Joshua versus Luve, or Luve versus Agate, or Zin versus Walter. All of those scenes, my God, I can't even begin to think of how they're going to look when they animate all of those fight scenes and whatnot. So even with Kai looking as cool as it does right now, as far as what I've seen from the Sky remake, yeah, it does look better in comparison, and it's probably only going to look better whenever second chapter remake comes out.
So is this
no cell shading wise?
Is this a day one for everybody?
For me, damn yeah, I'll probably get it early.
Yes, sir. Yes. Well, it just depends on when it comes out, because it's supposed to be coming out. What they say, fall?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you said you're a GTA guy, right?
Next to.
Yeah.
Hey man, listen, I've been waiting fucking 10 years for GTA 6. Bro. I'm sorry.
Don't worry about GTA. Like, it's gonna get delayed. Don't worry.
Lord, you really think so?
You
think? 1,000%.
Bro, it's been 10 years.
That's gonna get delayed to 2026 easily.
I mean, it's not like I can't see it, So I mean, shit. Apparently a lot of companies. I saw an article. I can't remember what company it was, but I'll have to find that article. It just posted.
Because the only way I could see them actually releasing the game is that if we get our next trailer early Q1 2025, and then maybe they might announce it for like an October release just in time for the holidays. Maybe it might come out then. But if we go through Q1 2025 and get nothing again, then I don't think it's coming out in 2025. I highly doubt it, but we'll see what happens.
There was a company that said, "Oh, there it is." Anticipation for GTA 6 is so high that it's causing ramifications for the rest of the video game industry, for publishers waiting to see if Rockstar will release it in the fall of 2025 or postpone it in 2026 so they can do the opposite. There's literally companies that are like, we ain't solidifying a release date until we know when the fuck GTA comes out, because wherever the fuck GTA is, we're gonna go in the opposite direction. So it's I mean, I don't blame them, because we saw what happened. I mean, to be fair, the game probably would have failed anyway. But we saw what happened when Sonic Superstars coming out right beside Mario. but it would have failed less aggressively.
Yeah.
Than what he did being beside Mario. Being beside Mario only made it look that much worse. But
every game.
The point is, developers. It feels like developers are finally trying to be aware on when they release their game, not just throwing it out there and not giving a fuck on whatever the hell is coming out. It doesn't matter how confident you are in your game. Like, try to see what the hell is coming out
Well, no, this
around
is for
that time.
GTA 6. This is at least for
Yeah,
GTA 6. Any other
no,
game
I
is like
understand
whatever. But GTA 6 is a different case altogether. Every game wants to be out of the way of that game. There's no way
Yeah.
that, you know, a Call of Duty,
The only thing,
Assassin's Creed, or something like that is going to come out near GTA 6. They'd be
no. Call of Duty is the only one that's like we've
Well, yeah, because Call of
coming out
Duty
since
people
October.
always buy Call of Duty every
Yeah.
year. So
Same-
Call of
yeah.
Duty and Pokemon will
Call-
be fine.
Yeah, Call of Duty and
I don't
Pokemon.
think so. I think Call of Duty is even scared of GTA 6.
No. What we're saying is that Call of Duty in the past has showcased that it doesn't matter if GTA is coming out. We are going to release in late October, mid-November, and we've been doing it since 2007. They've been doing it since 2007.
They'll change it for GTA
bro.
6. They'll change it for GTA 6.
But they didn't change it for GTA 5 or 4.
This is different. This is GTA 6. You know how
No,
anticipated this
brother.
fucking game is? This is way
I'm telling you,
different.
Call of Duty doesn't give a fuck.
I'm telling you it does.
Like I said, they've been coming out.
I guarantee
They've been coming out in
there's no
October,
way
November,
that GTA 6 and
for
and
almost
Call of
20
Duty
years.
will release in the same month. There's no way it's gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. GTA and Call of Duty will
I'll put money on.
release.
I'll put money on that.
All right, I'm willing to do that. I'm definitely willing to do that. I'm
Oh my God, here we
I'm
go.
thinking it's not gonna happen. There's no way they're gonna release the same
Call of
month.
Duty, Call of Duty comes out every year around October and November. If GTA comes out in October or November, Call of Duty is not moving to December or fucking September.
I think it will. Yeah, I think this is GTA 6. This is a different
Oh,
case
brother.
altogether. This is a different case.
What I'm saying is
you
that
cannot apply
Pokemon in
the
Call of
same
Duty.
logic here. You can't apply the same logic here to like, oh, they've done this every year for this. This is GTA 6. This is the game that every person on the planet is probably going to buy. This is a different case. This is a different beast altogether. But
no, I don't agree with that. I think Call of Duty and Pokemon are only two outside of literally
how do we
everyone
get
else.
GTA 6. What the fuck happened? How did I
Because
get-
we were talking about Scott the end of the year, and
You said it was we said, yeah, if it comes out next to GTA, then I mean it's gonna be shooting itself in the foot.
Oh, right. Okay, let's get
A tidal wave will wash away all ships.
I'll be interested on the overlap of people that like Trails and like GTA. I'm sure there is, because like GTA is a big overlap with like everything, but I'll just be interested. I don't think it would significantly hurt them, but like I said in the Discord earlier, like I think it will hurt everything that comes out around that time to some degree.
Okay.
But yeah, it's fall 2025. Looking forward to it. I'm glad we saw a lot of characters for the Sky FC squad in particular.
All right. Let's move on to let me see here. Let's move on to Neon Falcom Finder. I'm a butcher this. I'm sorry, Riku.
Masayuki Kato. Masayuki Kato
dies at age 78.
Lord.
Hey, you did it for me. So do we know the ramifications of this when it comes to, you know, the Trails games and whatnot and other games in development? Like, what's going on there?
In regards to
you
him
said
passing away?
director?
No, the original president of
Okay.
Falcom.
Okay.
So the founder and the first president, Masayuki Kato. I'm not entirely sure how much this impacts Falcom as a company right now. He was a big deal back in the early days, obviously, since he was the founder and all that stuff. But he, as far as I know, he has been chilling since he, moved, gave presidential rights to the people after him. Because I think there was like 2 presidents before Toshihiro Kondo took over. But he's just been, as far as I know, he's just been chilling. He may show up for the shareholder conference and whatnot. But Toshihiro Kondo kind of has all of this. I want to say he has it all taken care of. I know they're yearning over there. I mean, or mourning. But I don't think. I think they had everything already set up. They didn't really. I'm not saying they didn't lose, an important figure, because they did. But
So it shouldn't impact the production of games, the stories and whatnot.
I'll be surprised if it
Everything
does.
should still be on track.
It should definitely still be on track. I don't think he was doing anything significant. Like we will still see his we always still see his name in the credits, but that's about it.
Okay. So this
But
is
yeah,
not,
no, rest in peace nonetheless. Obviously.
does this have any chance of maybe delaying anything? I guess, or maybe no. This is just.
I will be surprised if it does.
Okay.
I say it sounded like he was he had retired and moved on from what I had just seen online.
Okay.
He would just it sounded like he would just show up to the Falcom companies and be like, "What's going on, everyone? We're doing good.
Merry Christmas.
Good job. Merry Christmas. Good job, everyone. All right, bye. I've done my part. I walked so you guys can run, and it looks like you guys are running just fine. That's what it looked like. But yeah, rest in peace. I heard he did a lot of good stuff, but I also heard he did some stuff that people aren't going to talk about as well. But I mean, a lot of presidents do.
Interesting. I was
You're just gonna say some shit and then just like fucking leave it.
Yeah, you're damn straight. Well, the dude is dead. I'm not gonna fucking piss on his grave.
Dog, that's fucking crazy. Yeah, he was caught doing some stuff.
No,
rest in peace. What the
I
fuck?
mean,
Like, okay,
was it
all
like-
right. I guess we're just ending it there.
Hold on. Was it?
Yeah, he was caught holding a dead body, but like, we don't really know or anything like that. Anyways, rest in peace. What kind of fucking ominous ass thing he was last seen going into an abandoned warehouse and then he showed up dead.
If you look at some comments. If you look at some comments, some people are not that big of a fan of what Masayuki Kato did for, like, the gaming and not the gaming industry, but like some of the practices he did. He didn't.
Bro, stop being vague as fuck. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Some people didn't like him, and they left Falcom because of him, and they went off to make up their stuff.
I'm thinking like,
No,
he's a
Dog, I thought we were about to
No,
do some
it's
NSA shit. Like, what the fuck?
It's not like a ticker or anything like that. It's just like
He used to
What did he do?
milk.
What did he, sir? Mute yourself.
no, no. He was just like I said, like what usual presidents do. Like they'll make certain financial decisions that aren't that the people they're working for aren't that big of a fan of, and will leave because of it. That's all.
Still vague as fuck. He moved money in a way.
That's all you need. That is all you need to know. That is all you need to know.
So it's like
Rest in
money
peace,
laundering,
Riku,
something
how do you
like
know
that.
all this, bro? Is Riku in Falcom? How does he know these things?
He's a fly on the wall.
Riku's also a cover up, bro. He's like covering up for his boy.
I know, right? This is an accomplice.
He's
stuff.
crazy.
He's an accomplice. He's covering
Yeah,
up.
Toshihiro Kondo is here.
Yo, Riku knows where the body's at. That's crazy.
Oh my gosh.
Yo, that is insane. Dog. All we're saying is just say what he did.
No, it's
Why
fine.
you feel like you ratting somebody out? Like, what's going on? Like, you ratting your brother out?
Sayuki
You ratting your
Kato
family
is my boy. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have Trails or Gagharm or none of this stuff.
Okay, so remember this,
Yeah,
guys.
right.
Remember this guy. So if this guy, dead ass, was fucking just murdering hobos for fun, Riku would genuinely cover for
Well,
him.
I mean,
as
hobos are
what?
homeless, so I mean, like you should probably pick something different.
Galore?
So Blake is also covering for him. Okay, cool. They're not
You
one,
could have chosen something like innocent like mothers or like babies, but you chose homeless people. Like
As opposed to mothers
Wow,
that are
homeless people are people. The fuck? That's crazy. That's crazy. This is crazy. This whole yo chat, y'all hear this?
Rest in peace, Masayuki Kato.
Wow.
I
We
got you.
respect
The
what you
body's
did.
still in the trunk. Don't worry.
We respect the foundation
I'll
you
dispose of
made.
it tonight.
Let
Okay.
the bodies hit the floor.
Yeah, both of them.
So that's the president of a Falcom.
Creepy.
And Riku
Riku's dumping the body in the
covering
ocean
everything
after
up.
this pod. Crazy.
You gotta take the teeth out of the body too. Make sure you get the dental records.
It's fucking disgusting. Oh my god.
It is wild.
Mm-mm-mm.
All right.
Rest in
Alright,
peace.
Okay, let's move on to a game that finally resurfaced after God knows how freaking long. And I think we just got a thing, Blake.
Super chat.
We got a super chat right before we switch topics from Ricardo Belmont with $5 super chat saying, "Dun dun dun! Is Falcon's finest a high Wait, is Falcom's finest a high up shareholder? I don't know if shareholder is the word I'd use. I just think he's got people in there.
That might explain some things, honestly, about Riku. Like, he's a shareholder.
Riku's just straight up an accomplice.
Thank you for the $5, sir. And
look, now he's trying to do damage control.
I know, right? He's trying to move on real quick. It's just like, hey,
Riku ain't slick.
Riku, what you doing?
That's crazy.
What you be doing on your 3 hour time, Riku? Man, come on, man. I got some people.
Yeah, he says he's playing Sly 2. He ain't playing Sly 2. We know what he's doing,
bro. He's playing Sly 2. He's hiding the body, bro.
I mean, did you help? Did you help a certain insurance company CEO? Like, did you cover that?
Oh
up
my
too?
god,
Yuji Naka.
Oh man.
Oh brother.
Did you go visit him in prison, Riku?
All right, so let's go on to Lost Soul Aside finally reappearing, because this game was announced. Does anybody know when this game was announced? I feel like it was like 2016.
Bro.
It was definitely around the same time Black Myth Wukong was.
It was?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Damn, really? Holy shit.
Probably a little bit earlier than it.
I feel like it was definitely 2016, because
it was definitely after like Final Fantasy 15 had come out.
Yeah, I think it did. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it had to be around that time. I'm trying to look for it right now, but I know it was like, I feel like this was announced before Grand Blue Fantasy Relink or something like. Yeah. This game.
Is that why you're following it so heavily now?
Yeah,
now that Grand Blue's out, you gotta follow this motherfucker to make sure it stays on track.
Oh, seriously, this game. This game was okay. So yeah, I think it was announced. No. It was. He began working on it in 2014. I think it was. It was ridiculous. 10 years later, what the flying fuck? Holy crap! So yeah, this game finally resurfaced. Lost Soul Aside, the action game inspired by Final Fantasy 15 and maybe Devil May Cry here. What are you guys thinking? You guys thinking this game is gonna come out and be special?
Is this the same guy who like it was like started off as like one guy?
Yep.
It was like particle effect like crazy, and then Square or Sony I think saw this. It was like, yo, we'll give you a team, and like worked out some kind of deal, and now it's a thing.
Yep. Yeah, pretty much.
Oh wow.
Started up as one.
Wow, I have. What is it called again?
Lost Soul Aside.
We've talked about this multiple times on when its previous trailers and iterations have come out over the years. We've mentioned it multiple times on the show. I've been looking forward.
That was crazy. Like, yo,
if you're not paying attention, you're not paying attention. But to be fair, in your defense, it has been popping up and popping down like fucking Diglett. So I can't hold it against you for not remembering it, because it's been doing some goofy shit for the past couple of years. But as a fan of Devil May Cry, I have been looking forward to this for a very long time. Some iterations have looked better than others.
Hey, Shadow, what the okay, never mind. I'm so sorry. Okay, guys, I have to be honest with just the fuck happened. Is I'm like watching the podcast, right? And then like Daybreak footage came up, and then so I started freaking out. And then I realized I was really far behind in the podcast, and right now SMT5's on. I'm so sorry. So I just saw Kai and it scared me. I was like, what the fuck are we having? Why
you're watching some Daybreak 1 gameplay.
That scared me. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Please continue.
Is Lady Public watching this? I hope she's not. But
I was behind on the pod. I was like, yeah, okay. All right. Anyways. Please continue. I'm sorry.
My God.
Yeah.
Anyway, Lost Soul Aside.
Yes. So they said it's coming out next year, right? They said
it should be coming out finally. 2025, it will be finally coming out.
I hope it's not coming out next to GTA.
I hope it doesn't. It really does not, because there's no way that game will survive. Do we think this game is going to be from what we've seen of it, do you think it's going to be like a Game of the Year contender for 2025 at least?
No, GTA 6 is the Game of the Year for 2025.
Yeah, it's gonna be. We're talking about contenders, though. We're talking about contenders.
Yeah, at the very.
I think it might be. I think it has.
It definitely has
the Black Myth Wukong effect, like Riku was saying.
So wait a minute, you're telling me this game could be like a Game of the Year contender, but
here we go.
Stellar Blade can't.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. That's yeah.
Now, what's the reason there, sir? What's going on there?
It's horny.
I mean, well, there's
horny.
two reasons. Well, yeah, one, the biggest reason is because that game's horny as fuck. We love horny as fuck over here, but Jeff Keighley doesn't, and the people over there don't.
Only if it's Yoko Taro. Yoko Taro gets the horny pass.
That is true. Yoko Taro does get the horny pass.
And rightfully so.
Lord, I don't know about that.
I know about that.
Point is, Lost Soul aside, yeah, definitely will be treated like the Black Myth Wukong of 2025. Contender, possibly. I think it all depends because like I said, they've shown a lot of this game from different portions of it. I'm not sure how much of that shit we've seen in the past made it into the final game, because now it's like they're barely showing anything. So we're probably going to see a lot leading up to its release. One of the comments over here, well, if you want to grab that super chat before I hop in.
Yeah, of course. We got a super chat from Cranberry with 10 on the super chat saying Lost Soul Side really got lost. Like Pelvic in the podcast, but the game looks like a lower budget game to me though. Maybe it's just me. Well, it's only being made by like one dude, you guys said, right? So I think
he has a team now. Yeah, he has a team.
It
started as
more people to point fingers at.
I mean, yeah, because remember when he first started, when he first started, he said he was heavily inspired by the trailer of Final Fantasy 13 Versus back when Final Fantasy 15 was called that, and he worked from there, and he's been working on it ever since. But I do find it funny that Final Fantasy 13 Versus, when we first saw it, it looked like this crazy action game, and it inspired him, and we were all hyped for it. And then it came out Final Fantasy 15, and
it was trash.
From a gameplay standpoint, it did not live up to what it advertised itself to be, which the way it advertised itself to be was
or what the person
more like a character action type of game. And then 16 comes out, and 16 looks like it tried to be what Final Fantasy 13 Versus advertised and promised. And the fact that this guy also looks like he's trying to make the game that Final Fantasy 13 Versus promised when 16 kind of technically already gave us that. I'm interested to see how people are going to accept that game, the game that is trying to be 13 Versus when we kind of already got that through 16.
It's wild that we had a whole other Final Fantasy game come out before this game came out.
Yeah, I just
yeah, 2 of them. Were you going to say, Shadow?
Yeah, you're right. We got like 2 other Final Fantasies. We got Final Fantasy trash ass.
Technically 3, because we got Remake Part 1 and 2.
Yeah, we got a lot.
Jeez.
We got a lot. So like I said, he's going to have to do a lot to like impress us, especially and I haven't even played 16, but from what I've heard, 16 does a lot of crazy hype shit.
Yeah,
so he's going to have to really Black Myth Wukong also did a lot of crazy hype shit. I watched my friend play a nice chunk of it.
You have friends?
Yeah, yes, like I do have them. They're very nice people. Point is, they those games have done a lot, so he's gonna have to really bring it.
My God, that's crazy. It's been like 4 Final Fantasies, technically mainline Final Fantasies have come out before this game.
That's not even counting Final Fantasy 14's expansions that are all like games on their own.
Oh my God, I don't know. This game will probably come out. I'm not thinking. I think it will be received well. I'm thinking maybe like the high 80s on Metacritic.
High 80s? Interesting.
Yeah.
What did Black Myth Wukong get? Was it like low 80s?
Was it?
Was Black Myth Wukong like mid to low 80s though?
I think that was higher.
What?
That was higher.
No. I'm gonna check this shit right now. Black Myth Wukong Metacritic. I don't recall it being even over 85. Let me see. Yeah, it was 81. It was a low 80.
It's 81. Okay.
Yeah, so I could see this getting a low 80 as well. And if it doesn't live up to the hype, then it's gonna be like a high 70s.
Hey, listen, man, this guy was inspired by Final Fantasy 15. He's gonna go further beyond on this one. All right, it's gonna get up there. All right,
this is to go beyond.
It's gonna get that 85, 88. It's gonna be that.
You think so? You really think so?
No.
I was gonna say we want to do another bet about this.
Absolutely not. No. I think maybe 85.
Low 80.
I'd say
it's not getting 85. 84 or less.
84 or less. You know, check back with me when we.
I'm gonna say 83 or less.
Oh my god. All right. So yeah, Black Myth Falcom. I was gonna say that. Lost Soul Aside, 2014, 2025 release date. Hopefully it lives up to whatever hype it has, because like it's like Riku said, it's been coming in and out like Diglett. So I don't know if it has that much hype. So I'm not sure. But yeah, Black Myth. So I did it again. Okay, so yeah.
It might as well be. What we got?
So I think that's all the topics I got. Anybody got anything else we want to talk about?
Ease versus Trails Alternative Saga.
Oh, God.
Got announced
Oh, my
like
God.
2 or 3 days ago. We've been sprinkling Falcom news throughout this entire goddamn podcast. We might as well continue, right? Because we have.
Bro, this is just the Falcom episode, chat.
Let's fucking go, baby. So, like I said,
I
Ease
was in
versus
here.
Trails in the Sky Alternative Saga is being got announced and is being localized by a different company. Oh yeah, by the way, Trails in the Sky being localized by Gong Ho, the people that work on Grandia and the upcoming Lunar. That's very interesting as well. So I want to throw that out. I can't remember what these new guys are called because they're relatively. I think they're relatively new, so I can't remember their name. Do apologize to those guys, but thank you for bringing it out. But it'll be 60 frames. It'll be rollback
60
netcode online and
No crossplay.
English dub. Yeah,
English
that would be
dub?
the icing on. Yeah, they said they're gonna throw an English dub in there as well.
Holy shit!
And they said they already got the Joshua and the Estelle voice actors on board to do whatever the hell they need to do in there. I'm assuming there's not that much to dub.
baby.
I'm assuming that they don't have a lot of stuff to voice in there anyway, which is probably why they were able to do it. But it's cool that game is coming out as one that we didn't think we would get, and I think that's probably because one, it's a random PSP game of a spin-off of another niche PSP game. On top of the fact that when that game did come out, nobody knew what the fuck Trails was. They still barely know what the fuck Trails is, but a lot more people know what Trails is now more than ever before. I would say it's borderline rivaling the relevancy of Ease. I feel like popularity wise, Ease is probably just only a teensy bit more popular than Trails at this point. But the point is, if you know what Ease is, there's a relatively high chance you know what Trails is as well at this point. So releasing a crossover game for them would probably be the best. This would be the best time to do it than any time before. So it's good that it's coming. I'll be there playing it next year as well.
Yeah, I think it's going to
2025.
be a big old skip from me. I'm not going to play it. Maybe I might put it on my,
if you're
on my
not
Steam Deck. I don't know. Maybe just to play it.
Like I was saying to Lady Public, if you enjoyed games like Power Stone, which we don't really get that many games like Power Stone. Power Stone was borderline one of a kind. Those little top down, well, not really top down, but like isometric party fighting games. Yeah, they're like isometric party fighting games. We really didn't get that many of them, but this is basically like that, using the Ease 7 engine based off of Trails of the Sky characters and the Ease 7 roster, with Lloyd being a guest character and appearing in this game before Trails from Zero even came out, so that's cool. And then a few other like guest characters from other Falcom games. That's cool. Nice little game coming out next year as well.
I want to see what happens with it. Seems pretty good.
I wonder what it would be priced. Probably
it's got to be
they really shouldn't charge
30.
They shouldn't charge
at most.
Yeah, they shouldn't charge more than 30 for this.
Yeah,
I'll be surprised if they
there's
try
no
to charge
way.
more than 30 for this.
Yeah.
Maybe if they have crossplay.
It's gonna be 50.
I could see so. Jesus Christ.
Jesus
I
Christ.
hope not. I'll still buy it, but I mean, your average person won't.
All right. What else we got? We got anything else?
Could have sworn there was something else that was relatively
Real
big, not
quick,
something-
Octopath Traveler series shipments.
Let's
and
go.
Sales top 5
Octopath.
million.
I'm
Look at
happy
that.
for them.
Really good.
I still need to play that.
Yeah, you should. It's I mean, it's got.
Great.
its
I was
faults,
asked
don't
this
get me
question and I
wrong,
keep
but
on forgetting.
What do you have to
I
say, Shadow? Say it one more time.
It has its faults. Octopath
I mean,
has its faults.
I guess technically you could say that about every game. Though.
Seriously, but it's fine. It's fine.
I mean, it
It's
does. It does. Though.
It's like
That's fine. I fall back. I fall back. It's just a generic. It's fine. It's fine. You know,
it is a very generic.
That's fine.
I'm saying that. I'm saying that for reviews, not to go in there and expect that. Oh, it's going to be this amazing ass game. I mean,
some people do believe it's an amazing ass game, though. But every game has its faults, though.
No.
What the fuck?
Just don't go into expecting like 9s and 10s out of 10.
Okay, so that's better to say. You're using numbers now, and I'm the numbers guy. See, now you're talking my language, baby boy. What you're saying is don't go in there expecting a 9 or a 10.
I'm saying
keep it around like an 8.
Maybe for you.
The Kiseki series is a 7.
I'm saying for you, maybe don't expect that. I might actually give like Octopath Traveler and Octopath Traveler 2 like a 9 or something like that. You probably wouldn't. I'm thinking you're gonna think it's like this amazing game because everybody's telling you. Like, no, it's got some flaws that I think you're probably not gonna like all that much. But it's still a really, really great game.
I always ask this question, but I forget. 1 is still worth playing, right?
Yeah.
Octopath Traveler 1. Okay, so I remember there are some people who are like, "Oh, you don't have to play 1; just go and play 2."
No.
I mean, you don't.
Okay, so
they're separate stories, right?
Should
Yeah,
I
they're
play
separate.
1, or should I just skip 1 and go to 2?
I think it's in the same vein as Final Fantasy. You don't have to play Final Fantasy 1 and play Final Fantasy 2.
I think what's going to happen is Octopath Traveler 2 does do some things different and enhance some
What does
things
it do?
that you can't really go back all that much.
What does it do?
It has more things gameplay wise. What do you mean?
Okay, what? Okay, name them.
Oh god, I can't remember all off the top of my head. What's the
name
thing
one
that they do with the special abilities? Like they have the boost gauge all the way up, and they can do latent powers or something like that.
Oh, they have latent powers.
I
think they have something exclusive, and you can do night and day things. I think those are the 2 things I can. Hold on. I don't think. I don't think these additions like make like the leap is not that great. You know, like don't get me wrong, they're still great. You know, but I just don't think it would be particularly hard to go and play 1. Like there are some things, for example, where like I don't know, games that for example, SMT Strange Journey. Like I played Redux first. There ain't no motherfucking way. I understand it's not the same, but like without certain
that's not really the same.
Yeah,
I guess I'm saying
the same.
It's kind of a remake versus a sequel. Yeah.
I'm trying to think of
Persona
just
4 to 5.
Yeah, I think that would maybe be a little bit better. We're like the leap. We're like even 3 to 4. Like the leap from 3 to 4, I thought was huge because you just have different dungeons. So and even 4 to 5, where 5 got rid of the randomly generated shit, you know, dungeons, and actually has like full fleshed out. Well, it didn't fully get rid of it because Mementos, but
yeah.
But yeah, so
I guess maybe the gameplay additions aren't that amazing, like that you can't go back to Octopath Traveler 1 after you played 2.
Is all I'm trying to say.
I guess.
What about my expectations in regards to like the story and the characters? Where should I be having that?
It depends on how like it's really set up really different from other typical JRPGs. Like
I think the story is better in 2 because it connects better. Where 1, like you think like all this, like the thing is though, the story does connect in 1. I just don't think it connected in a way people liked. It was more like the grand picture of a thing, you know, but it didn't necessarily have direct ties to party members. Whereas Octopath Traveler 2, I think it had more ties, more clues to how it kind of all comes together, I'd say.
I'd say like it's more like how the story is set up with the characters, and it's like you can't just like, oh, I really like this character story arc, I want to continue their character arc. And it's just like that's probably not the best way to go about it. You might want to go to the other ones, to the other story arcs that are more within your level and stuff like that. So it kind of breaks it up in that way. I don't know how you're gonna take that exactly. So
1 and 2 do that. You know that, right?
Huh?
1 and 2 do that. That's not a 1 exclusive.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were saying 1 does that and 1 doesn't. I was like, no, they're both set up like that.
Yeah. I don't know how Riku's gonna accept that or take that, but I don't know how anybody's gonna
Yeah.
it's good except to take that
Like-
because a lot of people don't like it.
Seems
Like
like, it's
the
very
only real connection I feel like to Octopath Traveler 1 and 2 is like a particular boss. That's all. So
Didn't they also, as well, in a free update for Octopath 2, add like the Octopath 1 characters as like encounters or something?
I think they did, yeah.
Hmm.
I'm pretty sure you are correct.
I mean, at the end of the day, it sounds like you can just play either of them in either order that you want, but you should probably play both the games, is what it sounds like.
I would just start with the first one,
Yeah, start with
though.
the
I would
first
just-
one. Yeah, just start with the first one.
Yeah.
Like, why
Yeah,
not?
I mean, you know the type of gamer I am. I would prefer to start from the first one anyway. I just
the
wanted to
same
get
way.
confirmation on that because some people were talking about it in a way that sounded like the way they handled Octopath Traveler 2 was basically like how they handled White Knight Chronicles
Jesus,
2, if
Blake,
you remember how they handled
you tired? Like, my God, bro, you want to take a nap? Like, what's
Oh, sorry.
wrong?
Hey, listen.
Yeah, I heard that.
Working-
What the fuck is going on?
Working retail as fucking Christmas time, bro. I'm done.
Nah, that was crazy.
I know, right? Like, he had to take a whole ass breath before he made the yawn. And I was like, God damn. Nah, go ahead, Rico. What were you saying? I'm sorry.
Do you know how they handled White Knight Chronicles 2?
No.
No.
Okay. Well, basically, if you play White Knight Chronicles 2,
Oh, White Knight Chronicles 2. White Trash Chronicles 2. Go ahead.
Lord.
Damn.
Okay, how about this? Why is it trash?
Because the first one was trash.
Lord? Okay. Well, that's not the answer I wanted. But a lot of people didn't like the fact that White Knight Chronicles 2 has all of White Knight Chronicles 1 in White Knight Chronicles 2. And you have to play all of White Knight Chronicles 1 in White Knight Chronicles 2.
That's why it's trash.
Before you
that's
get
just
to
fucking
you get to White Knight Chronicles 2. So everyone's like, there's no reason to play White Knight Chronicles 1 if you have 2 because all of 1 is in 2. So just play 2.
It's like you
That's
have
how
to
some
play.
people-
You have to play it in order to get to 2.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying? Oh,
Yeah.
that is so
As far as I heard,
stupid.
that's how it went.
That is retarded.
And
How the
I'm
hell?
sorry. That's mentally challenged. God damn. I hate.
Yeah, so everyone was like, why am I playing all of White Knight Chronicles 1 again just to get to 2? But no, I thought that's what was going on here with Octopath 2. Some people were talking about it like, oh yeah, there's literally no reason to play 1. 2 makes it obsolete in every regard. Just play 2. Some people were saying that, and I was like, what the fuck? So that's why I had to ask. Because I would prefer just to play both of them. Just play 1 and go to 2. But
Yeah,
if that was the
there's no reason not to play 1. Just play 1 and then play 2. I mean, like, I'm not gonna kill somebody if they want to get into the Octopath Traveler games and they say, "Oh, I'm gonna start out with Octopath Traveler 2." I'm gonna ask you why
heard the music
first,
is
but
really
I'm not
good.
gonna die on it. I'm just gonna go ahead.
I think I like Octopath Traveler 1 music better. 2 is great. Don't get me wrong. 2 is great.
Yeah.
Like you can't go wrong. But
Nah,
1
oh,
just
man,
I don't know, fucking
They're
hit.
both so good though. Holy crap!
No, they are. Listen, I just prefer 1. That's all.
Yeah, I'm
they're
trying to
both
figure
good.
out which one I prefer. I can't figure it out. I think they're both really good.
They are.
That's
fair.
fair.
Okay.
Yeah.
You think they'll make a 3 or they're done with that?
No, there should be a 3. As a matter of fact, Pelvic, do you know is the mobile gacha game still going?
I think it's ending soon.
Okay.
I'm yeah, like I actually stopped playing it because I don't know, I had issues with it and it just wouldn't load anymore and I was like, all right, well, I'm free of this gacha hell, so
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Don't stay in gacha hell too long. It's not safe.
Oh my god, you just reminded me. I have to check on my Yaoi gacha game.
Lord?
Oh my god. Anyway, I think that's
I'll
all
send you
topics we got.
pictures of
No,
the guys I
please
got.
don't.
Please don't.
Please don't.
Please don't. I love God. All right. I think that's all we got. All topics we got. See, this was a short and sweet podcast. Wasn't that long? We didn't have Q. We didn't have Bao. We got out. Appreciate
Beautiful. It was easy peasy
No,
lemon squeezy.
I just find it funny. He was like, we don't have Q. Okay, I understand Q. Like he can be a little long-winded. He's like, we don't have Bao. Like, wait, Bao's not long-winded. It's because it's Bao. Just fuck him.
No,
Yeah.
Bao's the contrarian. He always
Yeah.
want to start something.
he will say some sort of devil's advocate type of shit to make it last longer. So.
Yeah, we definitely talking shit behind his back.
Is the
it's
thing
nothing we wouldn't
rotting-
say in front of his face.
Oh, it's absolutely nothing that we would say in front of his face.
Oh yeah, no, most definitely. And as far as he's seen in the chat lately, y'all not that big of a fan of Mr. Roshan anyway. So.
Oh man.
Whoa, what are people saying with it? What are people saying with it?
Remember, he was slandering Metaphor. They're not that big of a fan of him right now.
Oh, well, I mean, to be fair, I also slandered Metaphor.
Yeah,
Oh,
but you're
no,
like,
you get a
bro.
pass.
Yeah.
You get a pass.
Yeah,
We already
you
explained
got the
that.
pass.
Lady
Pelvis.
Lady Public can do no wrong. Remember?
But I feel like I also worded.
speaking out about the failures that this game
What is
has.
happening? Oh my god. First of all, I just said there was something I was expecting to receive from the game, and I didn't get it. I even said Metaphor is a great game. Like, I do like Metaphor.
But let's be serious, pal. You could say Metaphor is trash, and people would be like, okay.
I mean,
We
probably, but I
we
don't believe that, though.
She's so brave.
She's
Oh
so
my God.
brave.
Whoa,
respect your
whoa.
opinion,
That's
Lady
crazy.
Well, Bowser
That's
is like, okay, I'm tired of this guy. He should
crazy.
just kill himself now.
Whoa, whoa,
Bow, you watch your
whoa.
they left paragraphs upon paragraphs on that boy Bow. Bow, you need to fucking kill yourself. How dare you? Atlas put their heart and soul into this. You don't know what you're talking about, you fucking retard. I'm like, Jesus Christ. They were going in on them.
Yeah, man. See?
Listen.
No,
Yeah,
but
no,
just-
see, I don't think
no,
Bao
but-
deserves it. Like, he has an opinion, and I feel like Metaphor is, you know, a good game. Like, it's good. You know, I enjoyed it. I just wish the battle system was a little bit more innovative or just something new, you know?
What do you mean? You could go from action to turn based. It's revolutionary. Never done before.
Ignoring that sarcasm. No, like, that part was cool, actually. I like that. You hit, and then you go into combat, like turn-based combat, or you could just annihilate enemies on the field, which is nice. Yes, I understand, Riku. Trails does that. Hooray, there is your acknowledgement. Are we good? Great. So,
Lord.
but like, in terms of the press turn system, I was just like, oh. And the press turn system is great. No, it's amazing.
Do you agree that it is the best iteration of press turn, like people are saying?
What does it do different?
What?
Like, I don't
Yeah,
know.
I was gonna say, what does it
What
do different?
Hey, I don't know. That's what they're saying. This is the most refined version of press turn there's ever been.
Who can say that? Like,
But
why?
But I don't, like, what did they? I'm trying to remember. Like, what did they do different?
I just finished it. It's the same thing. If you played Nocturne, you played the press turn system here. Like, what the?
Like SMT4 is more different, or Apocalypse is different, because at least it has like a smirk system. You know what I mean? Like
Doesn't
even five,
Vengeance
yeah,
does some
yeah,
cool
5 has the Magatsui gauge or whatever. So yeah, like there's some, yeah. But like Metaphor didn't have any of that.
I mean, the only thing I think Metaphor did different was, and this is not even that big of a deal or anything even worth mentioning, I guess, but with the synthesis skills, maybe they took up 2 press turn icons to give you a powerful attack.
That was the different thing. Yeah, that was the one different thing. Yeah. No, that is true. That's true. But to me, it wasn't enough. But you know, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. Like it's like, you know, like SMT Strange Journey had more of a like change. Even though I'm not crazy about that, the co-op system, I was like, all right, it's something different. I can give credit where credit is due there. Here, you're right. They had the skill synthesis thing, which was a start. But
Super will refine it even further, and then we'll be back at this conversation.
I'm sorry. Wait. Stop. Wait a minute. Is that? I'm sorry. Shadow Artemis, did you fucking mod her? You did mod her.
No.
You
I don't know what you're
fucking
talking
did.
about.
Dog, wait, I'm watching the gameplay.
I don't
And I'm
know.
like,
Bro,
why
this
Artemis
is
have
just
big-
like the fucking he did this on the fucking Switch version too, way back before Vengeance came out.
But
And Shadow,
does she have more assets than she should?
What's going on there, Shadow? What's going
what the
on?
fuck?
Listen,
Yo, look
I
at this
don't-
you look at this, bruh.
I don't know what
Bro.
we're talking about here. I don't know what you're talking
Oh.
Bro
Okay.
had to fucking pull the footage.
about.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute. Why does Artemis look so
So
titillating?
caked.
So natural.
Yeah.
So natural. That's
She
natural.
has,
growth.
Natural, no, fucking bigger than her head.
More
That's-
assets.
All right. Nice try, Shadow. You thought you could be slick.
Anyway,
Nice try.
I'm an innocent boy out here in the streets. You know, I play games cleanly. You know, I don't mod do disgusting things.
Bro, you literally have big titty Artemis. Like I don't know what you're like I see it on screen.
I don't know.
For a very split moment, I didn't say anything, but I was like, God damn, she has some big ass hands.
Yo, 70 people are watching right now, and 70 people.
I would have played it on my PlayStation. Like, where the titties at? What the hell?
I'm just saying, wholesome person over here. Anyway, we're gonna end the podcast there. We're gonna go to our outros here. Pelvic, do you want to do your outro? You're accusing people of stuff, of crazy things. Go ahead.
Yeah. I'm accusing Shadow of modding his fucking was it SMT 5?
Whoa. What is this?
Yeah,
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what this stuff
dog,
is.
that's crazy.
You have no proof that that's my gameplay, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Bro, it's on your pod. Okay. Look, it literally says Brandon. It literally says Brandon as the Nahabino.
There's at least a million people on the planet named Brandon, so I don't know.
Brandon Sanderson?
I don't know what you're
Yeah, all right. Yo,
Brandon.
what's up? It's your girl, Lady Pelvic Gaming. Thank you, Shadow, for inviting me to your big titty stream. Oh, she died. Dang. So she wasn't very powerful, was she? Yeah. Thank you for having me. And be sure to check out my latest video on my channel. 10 games that you probably haven't, JRPGs that you haven't played. I'm actually really excited because this video is finally doing well. Let me tell you, YouTube's a struggle, man. So yeah, I just appreciate a comment, a like, all that fun stuff. Help us out. And I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas, those who celebrate, and a Happy New Year. Bye.
All right, Riku?
Riku's on one, the only one. Thank you, everyone, for coming out. All of this great Falcom news. Next year is going to be great for gaming as a whole. I hope you guys get your GTA next year. Probably not, but it is what it is. Radiant Historia is a fine game. We'll be moving on.
Oh my. Okay, so he had to leave this comment on my fucking video. Like, people are excited. See, this is why people shit on Trails. Just to piss off Riku come up out here.
He's not wrong.
Talking shit about
I didn't talk shit about it. I just said it was fine.
It was crazy because people were like, "Oh yeah, like Radiant Historia," whoop, whoop, whoop. And then like everyone's cheering, and then Riku comes out of the shadows. Radiant Historia is fine, and then just goes. I was like, "This fucking." So yeah, anytime he's praising Trails, praising Trails, I'm gonna be sure to be like, "It's fine." Yeah, Sky.
Look, I only did that because you do that.
Nah, Sky is fine.
That's the only reason I started. I was like, when Lady doesn't really think this game's all that. She's like, it's fine.
Cold Steel is fine. It's fine.
You say that
I just said
Star
it's
Ocean
fine.
is fine? Didn't you say that?
It's it is. It is just fine.
She's the one that makes that is making fine seem like it is equivalent to saying it's mid.
No. It's how Riku says it. I'm just like, it's fine. It's
what?
a fine
I
game.
said it's just like how you saying it, verbatim.
No.
Oh, bro.
Only I could say. How I say it. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Finish your fucking outro.
All right, I'm done. Peace out, people.
All right. I forgot. Blake, did I do you? Did I get to you?
No, you haven't done me yet.
Did you do it? Crazy.
Got
Go
that
ahead, Blake.
shit. Blake, did I do you?
I'm sorry, I got so distracted.
You gave Pelvic fucking ammunition for the rest of the fucking year. Oh,
no,
God.
I got so distracted. That's against them. They're so freaking going crazy that I can't keep track of the outro.
Bro.
All right, Shadow. Give me your hand.
Go ahead, Blake.
Yeah, shut up.
Alrighty, it has been that time. Thank you so much to everyone for coming out. We'll see you guys on Pelvic. Shut the fuck up. We will see you guys in the next one next year. It's gonna be a great year for gaming, like Riku said. Kirby Air Ride is the best Kirby game. I'll get back. I'll let Shadow do someone else now.
Oh god, I need water.
Oh my god, Dad. I apologize, Blake. I apologize. Somebody in the chat is right. Only 4 members on the pod, and I didn't remember.
I just saw that. You can't remember. You didn't. Bro, it's okay. I'm not that memorable.
No, you are. It's just that they distracted me. It's them.
Shit is so funny. Oh my god, that was yo. That really just tied up the end of the year in a nice little bow. That is what I needed.
Oh
That
my
was
God.
it. That was perfect.
All
was
right.
great.
Post it on Twitter.
Oh shit,
right,
that was
people.
funny.
She's just dying. All right, people. It's your boy, it's a JRPG Shadow. Another episode of the HPMP. Closing out 2024, going into 2025. Big things popping. And a lot of changes are coming to the
Big
channel.
things.
So look forward to it. And I'll catch you guys next time. Later.
Peace out, people.
Oh
What was
my!
that? Who did that? Was that you, pal?
No,
Who was that?
Whoa, that's kind of weird.
it's the person that you're doing.
Who the
Hey, yo,
fuck?
you're doing
Oh,
good.
boy.
No,
He's doing everybody. That's a little.
nah, that was Blake. Are you fucking? That was
What the
crazy.
fuck? Why would
That was
that's weird. That's
crazy.
gay. Why would I? That's gay. Why would I do that?
Yeah,
Dog, that was crazy.
yeah. I think chat thinks it's Velvic. I don't know who.
Oh, nah. I would not come between a bromance like that.
pause.
You know, God.
My goodness.
Listen, you and Shadow. Yeah, I hope you guys have a happy New Year. I hope you guys have a white Christmas. Know what I'm saying? No, I'm saying.
Ew. Ew, no, that's a different type of white Christmas that she's asking for. I ain't
Oh my
having
God.
that.
Wow. Oh my God. What is happening?
Oh yeah. Oh my God. This podcast
Super
is
sus
fucking
ending to
crazy.
2024. All right, guys. We're out of here.
Bye.
Let's go. Peace.